Welcome to the Passionate Roaditor, TPR, where we stay on the road to keep you safe on the road. On the Thika highway, during rush hour traffic, an accident. Thankfully, no one seems to have been badly hurt. You would think that it is clear who is on the wrong and that the matatu driver and the rider will have an amicable discussion to try settle the matter. Right? Wrong.
Mzee, sio uko na makosa, umesimama. Najua ni lori, lakini najua wewe ulikuwa unaiona, ungeihepa. Wewe ndio umesimama haraka.
The rider with the camera that captured the minor accident is wrong here. The matatu driver, who himself may also have been tailgating, as this is a common practice in Kenya, stopped suddenly because of a lorry in front of him that braked abruptly. It's clear to see that when the matatu driver braked, the brake lights came on. It's not clear if the bodaboda rider attempted to brake when the matatu braked all of a sudden, but what is clear is that the rider was tailgating the matatu. To suggest that the matatu driver should have avoided the lorry is, in a way, to think as if the matatu driver should have acted like a bodaboda rider and just swerved left or right to avoid a collision. But driving and riding are clearly different, and the rider with the camera seems oblivious to this.
Na hazard kama hii.
Again here, the rider with the camera is talking of an ideal scenario that is far from reality. In the instant that the lorry in front of the matatu braked, the matatu driver did the right thing by braking to avoid a head-on collision. To suggest that the driver should have put hazards in that instant shows a lack of understanding of the instantaneous reaction to avoid an accident.
Msigombane, makosa imefanyika, umemgonga na yeye amesimama, kila mtu ako na makosa. Ongeeni kama watu wazima muelewane, msigombane. Because hata yeye ako na makosa, amesimama.
The rider with the camera suggests that everybody is at fault. This is clearly not the case. It's the bodaboda rider who was tailgating, and as a result, he hit the matatu. The more this rider with the camera speaks, the more he makes a bad situation worse. This is a clear example of siding with one of your own, even when they clearly are wrong. The rider seems hell-bent on twisting facts to defend his fellow rider, rather than assessing the situation objectively.
A few moments later.
That is how you solve cases, lakini watu wengine wanataka tu ikuwe vita for no reason. Hata anakuja na yeye amesimama kimadharau.
It sadly does not occur to this rider that he is the one who escalated the situation by claiming that the driver was also at fault.
Kama singekuwa hapa, hiyo ingekuwa vita, wangepigana vita ya mwili.
This is subjective. According to TPR, it didn't seem to me like the driver of the matatu was intent on starting a physical fight. Let's now consider a different scenario. We cross halfway around the world to the Dominican Republic, where situational awareness is on full display. In this accident, one thing is very clear. If this rider was closer to the car ahead of him, in the manner that this rider was close to the matatu, he wouldn't have been able to react as fast as he did and pull his bike from the path of the reversing car. TPR also salutes the driver of the saloon car for quick thinking and reacting to a deadly scenario. Both the driver of the car and the motorbike rider spared their lives because of being switched on while on the road. They kept a gap to the vehicle ahead that was just sufficient to react appropriately in case of an emergency. Now picture the logic of the rider with the camera in this other incident. Assume the car reversing hit the motorbike. Would the rider with the camera keep insisting that the driver of the car was wrong to brake all of a sudden and then reverse? Food for thought. It's worth noting how the driver of the car and the motorbike rider spared their lives through admirable situational awareness. Stay alert on the roads. TPR wishes you safe travels. Do like, share, and subscribe to TPR, the one channel whose sole aim is to ensure your safety on our deadly roads.